Good morning. Hi, YouTube. I'm starting a thing today that I'm calling 50 to 25. Because there are 50 days left until my birthday. I turn 25 on September 17th. And I'm big on, if you followed along on my Instagram or my TikTok in January, you might have known that I did 75 hard at the beginning of this year. And I really loved it, and it allowed me to be and become and do so many beautiful things with myself that I wasn't able to do before 75 hard. But once it ended, I totally let myself go, and I haven't been able to really get myself back to it. For some context, again, if you don't already know, go follow my TikTok and go follow my Instagram. That's where I've been active consistently on a daily basis for a long time. YouTube, however, we're getting back into. If you don't already know, I stay at my dad's right now. I've been living in and out of my car since I was 17. I travel a lot and I bounce around a lot, so never really know where I'm gonna be and when I'm gonna be there. So my life is a little chaotic, but the idea is that in the in-between, while I try to figure out what the fuck I'm doing and what I'm doing with my life and all those things, sometimes I come to my dad's and I just kind of use this as a spot to chill and sleep in a bed, not my car or somebody else's house, and do laundry. And I mean, this is obviously still somebody else's house. It's my dad's, but it's the house I grew up in, so it's a little bit more familiar. You'll see in the vlogs to come, but I live out of my bags, so that's another thing to know, is that anytime I get up and I leave anywhere, I'm already packed and ready to go. My room's just not very aesthetic. It's not very cozy, it's not very comfortable. I guess I'm just letting you know all that because with my 50 to 25 challenge, I'm also going to attempt, I had my medical marijuana card. I'm so happy that on YouTube you can talk about this because on fucking TikTok you can't, and I've had to be like, I've been gardening. Basically, I had my medical marijuana card for 5 years or so, and I was using marijuana, cannabis medicinally, but I have just found that over the years, my relationship with it has become very codependent, and I don't use it the ways that I'd like to. And we have this family member that has passed on. She used to have this big girl job where she couldn't, I don't want to say any like too many details because obviously she's passed on, this is her personal life, so I don't want to just be broadcasting that on the internet. But she had a job where she obviously couldn't smoke first like most jobs, but every day after her dues and her debts were paid and she was done with what she needed to do for the day, she would come home and she would smoke. And so I want to use that method of smoking going forward, so that way I can have a little bit of balance and regulation with what I'm doing. Oh, I have a PMDD and ADHD, and so those two together, oh, and PTSD. Those are like my top 3 ailments, if you will, things that I struggle with, that when I don't smoke or when I don't, even like I'm drinking decaf coffee because I'm trying to like stay away from caffeine. I won't be drinking at all, but I'm not like the biggest drinker in the world, but when I drink, I like to drink, so it's like cutting that out too. So no caffeine, no alcohol, no gardening, so no medical marijuana usage, unless I feel, because I also, like I said, I have a PTSD, PMDD, etc. I get really, my emotions get very heightened sometimes without control, like they just naturally, I go like this. And that's why I'm taking the break that I am, because I need to learn how to emotionally regulate, and I want to regulate my nervous system. I'm just all types of fucked up in my body that I'm trying to get back down to like a baseline. Yeah, if I don't usually drink a coffee or smoke, etc., my emotions in my mind can be like, so I just wanted to film this for both YouTube and TikTok and just let you guys know, what's going on, so that way, I don't know, if you can stay up to date with my journey. The idea too is that I would like to post this in a Vlogmas style, so that way, like every day you're staying up to date with my journey. It's like such a weird concept for me. Like I said, my life is so like up, down, left, right, in and out. Like I'm so all over the place all the time, whether it's within my body or externally. And so I find that, like, I don't know, when it comes to filming, sometimes I get a little anxious because I don't know what I'll be filming. I don't know where I'll be, when I'll be there. I don't know what the routine will look like. I don't know what I'll be feeling like or what I'll look like. One thing that I do know is that I love social media, I love filming, I love content creation, and this is the first time in my life that I've ever taken it seriously enough to, have a little bit of a following, and I don't know, feel like I'm like really being consistent with it. So this should hopefully push, that journey for me into the next gear. That's what I had to say for you guys today. I have my planner out, as well as I have a couple journals out right now. But basically, this is the rundown for 50 to 25. These are the everyday non-negotiables that I'll be doing. It's not gonna be the same as 75 hard. I thought about just doing 75 hard for 50 days, but since I already did it once all the way through, one time this year, I don't really feel like I need to be as militant and like disciplinary about it. This is more so just trying to find, like I said, a baseline, balance, ease, sustainability, long-term just stability in general. So these are my focuses for every single day. 6 to 8 hours of sleep. I would say to be a 5 a.m. girly, but if you know me, you know that I've been trying to be a 5 a.m. girly since I was a 15-year-old in high school when I used to wake up at 5 a.m. I used to wake up at 5 a.m. and I would light like all these candles around my room. I had just redone my room to literally look like just a little sanctuary. I painted my walls white. I had got this like light wood grain furniture and shelving and stuff like that. I got a TV to put on top of one of the shelves, and I would just like sit there and just like, and I read a book about minimalism when I was like 15 or 16. So I became a raging minimalist. And I got rid of everything I owned. Anyway, I guess what I'm saying is when I would wake up at 5 a.m. before school or whatever the case was, it was just so nice because like I said, I would light some candles, I'd be in my cozy little oasis of a room, and I would just literally just lay there and like sit with my thoughts and feel in my body what it was to be a human. It felt so nice. And so if it were up to me, I'd be a 5 a.m. girly. The reason why that can't happen right now is because I work all weekend, Friday, Saturday, sometimes Sundays at a brewery, and I end up leaving there at like 9:30, 10 p.m. I'll come home. I don't want to like come home, shower, and immediately go to sleep. So, you know, I give myself some Abigail time, whatever. I end up going to sleep at like 11 or 12 p.m., 11 p.m., 12 a.m. But if I wake up at 5 a.m., that's only 5 hours of sleep. You know what I mean? It's like I'm kind of depriving myself of not getting enough sleep. And for the sake of what? So I can wake up not well rested really early in the morning so I can sit there and sit in silence. You know what I mean? It just hasn't really made sense. Like I said, for this environment, for this routine. But that would be my ideal. If I had my own home, I would wake up at 5 a.m. every day. I also wouldn't work at a fucking brewery because I don't, like I said, I'm trying to be sober in my own little life. I don't want to be around a bunch of other people that aren't sober. So I'm working on getting a new job or a second job, but that's besides the point. We have 68 hours of sleep. I want to pray and set an intention for the day, as well as just spend some time with God. I have a really strong relationship with God Source Universe. You're gonna hear me say God Source Uni all the time. My brother and I, we call it God Source Uni as like, you know, just a quick way to say God Source Universe, but we also call it GSU. So if you ever hear me say God Source Uni, I'll interchangeably call it God and Source, or we'll call it GSU for fun. Other than that, yeah, I have a really close relationship with God, and I really love to spend time with my creator and what the fuck spins the earth. And yeah, I'm trying right now really hard too to like find a church that I like, but it's like God and the relationship that we have to what created us and what creates and spins the world is so much greater than a set of rules or a set of regulations. But all I know is that in my own relationship with God, I've never been called or led to make other people feel worse depending on what their relationship is to God or their relationship is to themselves or this life. You know what I mean? So anyway, when it comes to my faith and my spirituality, I'm trying to embark on a new and improved version of what that looks like to me and what that means for me, but not necessarily, like I said, swaying one way or the other in terms of religion or like labels, but more so just trying to find other people that recognize their relationship and their connection to God and that want to honor that in the way they move through their life every day. And that's all. So for example, like for me, kind of the whole like not smoking, not drinking, like that kind of thing. Like I said, it's not really about rules or right or wrong. It's just that I've been feeling called in my own relationship to God for a long time now that I don't need those external substances to aid and support my healing, because my healing right now requires me to not use those things. But I just want people in my life that feel close enough to God that they can love and respect and honor their connection to God without, I don't know, feeling like it's weird or taboo or strange, you know? I think that's the other thing too, is that a lot of people, they end up not nurturing or like fostering a connection to God because they feel like it has to be something of a religion or something of like, or even if it's not God and you want to say the universe, and then all of a sudden it's, you know, you're leaning towards tarot cards and crystals, whatever that looks like for you. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think it's one right way or one wrong way. I think it's just a matter of what feels right to you and what aligns with you. And I guess what I'm saying is I'm trying to find people and a spiritual environment that aligns with me and how I'd like to give praise to what woke me up today. All right, that's enough of that little ramble. Meditate, journal, those two together just in general for my emotional and mental health literally keep me afloat. If I don't meditate and journal, I feel like my brain doesn't get like rinsed out enough. I have read 10 pages of nonfiction every day because during 75 Hard, the challenge is to read 10 pages of fiction every day. But girl, I already read 10 nonfiction books this year. Like I'm self-helped out. And not that I don't want to continue to like expand my education. I'm so ready for a fiction book to like follow along with like some characters and a story and like, you know what I mean? Have like a little bit of fun when it comes to reading instead of just reading. Because I'm trying to reread You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero right now. Sincero, I don't know how to say her last name. I'm trying to read that right now, and it's it's a little tough, and it's nothing against, like, I love that book, I love her writing, but like I said, I'm self-helped out, so I need to not with that. But since I'll be reading a fiction book every day, I'm gonna do Khan Academy. Do you guys know what Khan Academy is? It's basically this website, or it's an app. You can get it for like your iPad or whatever, or your phone. You can get access to free education on there. I haven't finished the class because I take it very sporadically. That's why I want it on my non-negotiables, so I can fucking learn some shit. I've been learning financial literacy from Khan Academy, and they're real classes with real tests and real quizzes at the end, and like, it's just cool. It's cool. We got Eat and Hydrate because I struggle heavily with an eating disorder. That's a big reason why I smoke as much as I do, because a lot of the time I cannot develop an appetite until I smoke. For example, it's 9 something right now. I've been up for two hours or so, and I don't have an appetite at all. Like, at all. And I'm sure I won't probably until like the late afternoon, early evening, and even then it might be a force if I don't smoke. So yeah, we'll see. I'm taking it 1 hour at a time. Like I said, I just want to make sure that I get like all of my like big boy things done during the day, so that way by the time that I smoke, I'm good to just like smoke and chill. Right now, the way that I use it in my life is like as if I can't survive without it. So again, that's why we're reevaluating the relationship with it. So Eat and Hydrate, I have 2 meals plus snacks every day, and then 1 gallon of water every day. And that is what works best for my body. Eat and Hydrate is very important for me. As well as hygiene, we all know this. Some days you get lazy, some days you don't want to take a shower, some days you don't want to do your skincare, some days you don't want to brush your teeth, sometimes whatever. But with me and who I want to become for, you know, starting off 25, I don't want to be I don't have zits on my birthday. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to have any reason to not feel like I am the cleanest, most glowy version of who I want to be. So hygiene is very important to me. Even if it's just taking a body shower, like say I don't want to wash my hair at all, like fuck my hair. I can just take a body shower at the end of the day. I have this lavender body wash that I love to use. One time I saw a video and this girl was like, what'd she say? She's like, my baby's night routine. And she basically was saying like every night at 7 p.m. her baby takes a bath, and then she uses lavender essential oil or like lavender body wash, and it puts the baby to sleep like right away. And I was like, I kind of feel like a baby sometimes. Like, I need to like self-soothe myself, like for me, like what a parent would do. But obviously I don't have a parent to do that for me anymore. So it's like, I need to treat myself like I'm my own little baby. You know what I mean? So anyway, I've been doing lavender body wash at nighttime, and it really does work. It puts me to sleep. So if you've been struggling with falling asleep, I'm telling you guys everything that I need to tell, everything I'm thinking about. But I love you, and I've missed you, and I love YouTube. Oh my god, this is so much more fun to film for than TikTok. TikTok is so fucking fast paced, and YouTube you can just be like, hey, and I'm gonna tell you everything I'm thinking about right now. It's gonna be a 25-minute long video, and that's what YouTube's for. That's literally what YouTube is for. All right, so what was I gonna say? Fucking 1 hour of Abigail time every day, because I just know I'm gonna burn myself the fuck out trying to do all of this, as well as my life stuff, as well as my family stuff, as well as like all the other abundance of chaos that goes on in my life. So I need to dedicate an hour of Abigail time to myself every day, even if that's just the hour of 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. every day. Even if that's all it is just me like being able to like sit there and be a person and be myself without issue or scrutiny or judgment or consequence. I just feel like, I don't know, my life right now, everybody's got a problem with me, and it's so ironic because I just mind my own fucking business and do my own thing. Everybody seems to have a reason for why they feel a certain type of way about me. So before the world tells me about me, I want to take an hour in the morning and tell me about me and how I'm beautiful and worthy and deserving, and how everything I do with love in my heart, and I would never, with any malicious or ill intent, ever do anything to hurt anybody. And so if somebody's got a problem with me, I need to remember that means they got a problem with themselves. And if they do have like a real genuine problem with me, that it's up to other people to vocalize that and be an adult and want to either fix it or walk away. Otherwise, if it's just petty little stupid drama, I don't got time for that. So I need an hour of Abigail time so that life doesn't eat me alive. Rehearsal. I've been big into wanting to claim myself as a singer, dancer, and actress. I would really like to solidify being a triple threat in that regard. My whole life I've wanted to be on Disney Channel, Hannah Montana, and That's So Raven. And I don't know, that's just been like my heart and my soul. I've struggled a lot with my mental health and my emotional health in the last 10 years, and I collectively overall have not wanted to be on this planet anymore for the majority of my days. With that being something that I struggle with, something that keeps me going, outside of smoking, it's like, you know, the stupid shit I do every day to like just keep me good. At my core and at my foundation, I owe it to myself, and I owe it to 6-year-old me, 8-year-old me, 11-year-old me to make my sweet little Disney Channel Hannah Montana dreams come true. So I have big plans for myself. I want to be going on a world tour. I want to be on red carpets and do interviews, and I just want to like overall I just want to be like a cute little like a big sister type energy to the world. You know what I mean? I just want to be like, I'm your best friend and I'm here for you and I love you so much. And whether that's, you know, with singing, dancing, and acting, whether that's just in general with my content, whatever the case may be, I just want to like be involved and immersed into the world. I want y'all to know that I love you and that I'm here for you, and then also just be able to like showcase my little talents that I enjoy doing at the same time. So I have rehearsal, one of my non-negotiables for voice, acting, and dancing. So whether that's I have a set list right now, and I've been doing open mics and karaoke and trying to, you know, get myself back out there. I just did like my first official gig that wasn't an open mic or karaoke last week, and it was really fun and really exhilarating. So I'd like to start doing that more, but in the meantime, I'd like to rehearse every day. So like I said, whether that's vocal exercises, whether that's rehearsing a monologue. I have this monologue from the Barbie movie. You guys know the very end, like the ending scene of the Barbie movie when she's like, a woman can't be this, but she can't be that, and a woman can't be this, but she can't be that, and what can a woman even do anymore? And like, you know what I mean? That whole ramble. It's so fucking moving and powerful and amazing, and I love that monologue, and I would really like to learn that. So I'm gonna focus on working on that soon too. And then dancing, I think I have the potential to be a really good dancer, but I will tell you, I have no idea what I'm doing. I would like to learn like technique and foundation and all those things. So I've been working with a girlie lately over Instagram DMs. Her and some other girl are gonna go to a dance class, and they invited me to go, and I was like, yeah. I was like, sign me the fuck up. Duolingo, only because it takes literally like 3 minutes every single day. I'm really passionate about wanting to learn Spanish. I'm honestly getting like kind of decent at it. I can have like very basic conversation. I took French in school, in middle school and in high school, so I don't remember any French. I can maybe potentially count to like 5 in French. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But that's all I can say in French. So I'd like to learn Spanish. I live in an area where there's a lot of people that speak Spanish, and it really bothers me that I don't know what they're saying because I know that I have the potential to learn. So if I don't learn, I'm like, what am I doing? That's a crazy bird sound. 60 minutes of movement every day. So I love a good yoga. I love a good Pilates. I love a good run. And I also love to go to the gym. So out of those 4, I'll alternate the 4 of those every day, you know, combine them to make 60 minutes of movement. But I would like to do that every day until my birthday too, because I would like to feel hot on my birthday, like hot and fit and strong and capable in my body. When I did 75 Hard at the beginning of this year, a week after 75 Hard ended was my brother's wedding, and it just felt so good. Like even so many people at the wedding were like, damn, you look good. And like, it's not even about like the praise, like the external praise or like the validation or anything. It's more so just being like, I did that. And you can tell, like you can see the work I put in. You can tell my progress, and it makes it feel like it's like real, and it makes it feel like there's like an accomplishment. You know what I mean? I'm so like hard on myself all the time that I feel like I never, even if I do achieve something or even if I do accomplish something very big and exciting, I never give myself a chance to just be like, I did that. I'm always like, okay, what's the next thing? I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. Obviously, the fact that this ends on my birthday is so exciting. So yeah, and outside of all of that, I just want to film and record my last 50 days of being 24. I'm like really emotionally attached to being 24, to be honest. I'm like really emotionally attached to it. Just because, like I said, a lot of my life I haven't wanted to be here, and I didn't think I would be here at 24. Whether it was my own doing or whether it was somebody else's doing, I really didn't think I was gonna be here right now. So to be turning 25 is so weird. And so like, I remember being 15 and being like, I got time. It's like, it literally makes me disgusted how fast the days can go, how fast the weeks can go, how fast the months can go. And then one day you just wake up and you're like, you know, I can already feel the elders, the adults in my comments being like, just wait till you're older. I know, all right, I know. I don't know if I even want to get older. That's my problem. That's my problem. So these last 50 days, I don't even know if it's like gonna be worth filming. I don't know if it's like, you know what I mean? I don't know if I'm even gonna be doing anything worth like recording and posting, but I want to, for, like I said, consistency on socials, as well as just my own documentation of my last little bit of this part of my life, and to keep myself on track. So welcome to 50 to 25. This is my introduction vlog. My favorite part about YouTube is that I just rambled on for what, 25 minutes, right? I just rambled on. And then I'm still gonna be able to add more to this vlog because that's YouTube. You can add as much as you want to a vlog. It could be an hour long, who cares? I love that. I love that so much about YouTube. So yeah, yes, yay. Oh, fuck. Well, I don't know, because I remember when I used to do YouTube on iMovie, it wouldn't let me export a video that was longer than 15 minutes. So I'm gonna edit on CapCut. So I'm hoping that that might be different. I don't know. It's 9:44 right now. I woke up at 8, which means we're almost 2 hours into the morning of not smoking. Like I said, I currently have no appetite at all whatsoever, but I might force myself to eat some like eggs, you know what I mean, or something light, something easy, so I have something in my body. And then I'm going to, y'all will learn this about me, but I like to make, I have a planner. It's so ironic. I have this is my planner, but I use this for my monthly layout, sometimes my dailies, but more so for things like this. So they all have a nice little page like this that has goals, birthdays, anniversaries, and then to-dos. So what I do is I take a big brain dump of everything. I organize it into colors and categories, and then it comes out, like, let me make sure this doesn't say anything that I don't want to show. No, this is good. This one's from April, but then it ends up looking like this. So that way I have like all the red is obviously the most urgent, all the orange is next urgent. Green and blue is like, if you get it done, that's great, but if not, it can go on to the next month. And you just work from there. So that's what I use this planner for, but what I like to do for my days is I write down like the hours that I have in the day. I write down a brain dump, and then usually I just use this one as an example on my TikTok literally like 4 days ago or something. So this was just the first one that I thought to show y'all, but sometimes they get a lot more colorful and a lot more insane than this. Actually, let me find a better one for you. These are new notebooks, so I actually don't know if I have one ripe and ready to go. See, some of these mention like people and places that like I'm like, I don't want to show that on the internet. You guys get the gist. I write down all the times that I have in the day, a brain dump, and then I prioritize it. So out of the brain dump, I'll be like, which one should I do first? And then that's how I figure out my day. So that's what I'm going to be doing right now. I have to go into the city to pay like 2 excise taxes that from bouncing around so much I didn't pay. And then I have like 1 ticket, pay by plate ticket thing that I didn't pay from parking somewhere and then not paying to park on the side of the road. So I have to go pay all those like random things and then renew my registration. But hopefully after that, I'll be squared away car-wise. So that's my plan for today. As of right now, I want to do all those things that I just mentioned to you. Also take care of my adulting things. But I don't have work today, and it's just gonna be a day you and me. So thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna go, like I said, figure out like what I'm doing for the rest of my day, but I'll talk to you guys in the next clip or the next vlog.